Dr. Kang Min-ho had built his career on logic, evidence, and a meticulous pursuit of truth. As one of South Korea's most respected forensic pathologists, he had witnessed humanity's darkest corners: gruesome murders, shattered families, and bodies reduced to clinical enigmas. Yet, despite decades in the field, nothing had ever rattled him. He was known for keeping emotion at bay, for letting the facts speak louder than the screams of grief that often echoed outside the morgue. As retirement neared, Kang's thoughts shifted from death to life, particularly his daughter, Hye-won, the brightest spark in his sterile existence. She was returning home after years studying abroad in the U.S., and he dreamed of a quieter future. But fate had other plans. A new case landed on his desk: a dismembered female body discovered along the Nakdong River's banks. The victim, Yoon-ah, a bar worker, should have been another pathologist's burden, but Kang's reputation made refusal impossible. Pressure from superiors sealed his fate. Reluctantly, he agreed. One final case, one last report. At the crime scene, Min Seo-young, a rookie detective with sharp eyes and a nervous edge, observed from the sidelines. Kang's former student, she admired him deeply, though her new badge carried a heavy burden. Seeking insight, Min Seo-young visited Kang's home, probing for the motive behind such a brutal crime. With Kang's guidance, the investigation led to the arrest of Lee Seong-ho, an environmentalist with a quiet demeanor. Kang waited at the airport to greet Hye-won when a stranger approached, handing him a package with a chilling message. It was from Lee Seong-ho. Inside, Kang found photos of Hye-won tied to a wheelchair. His heart raced as he discovered she had arrived a week earlier and was kidnapped. Rushing to the police station, Kang confronted Lee Seong-ho in the interrogation room. Lee admitted to killing Yoon-ah and kidnapping Hye-won, demanding Kang secure his acquittal within 3 days to save her. Kang protested, "It's impossible. You confessed, and the police are hunting for evidence." Lee's cold reply cut deep. "So will your daughter." Leaving the station, Kang bumped into Min Seo-young, who revealed they had found an electric saw with bloodstains, the tool used to dismember Yoon-ah's body, distinct from the murder weapon that killed her. It was sent to the lab for analysis. Desperate, Kang took a drastic step. At home, he made an incision in his dog, collecting its blood. In the lab, he cleaned the victim's blood from the saw and applied the dog's blood, tampering with evidence. When Min Seo-young caught him, Kang tried to convince her Lee might not be the killer, his voice strained with desperation. Kang visited Lee in jail, demanding to speak with Hye-won. A brief, agonizing call confirmed she was alive. Pressing Lee about the murder weapon, Kang was met with a cryptic taunt. "People's memory is a funny thing. What matters is why I killed that girl." Kang begins his own investigation and contacts a colleague of Oh Eun-ah, a bar waitress. He asks if Oh Eun-ah regularly hangs out with anyone in particular. The colleague replies that Oh Eun-ah frequently spends time with Byung-do. Lab report exposed Kang's deception. The blood on the saw was canine, not human. The police intensified their search for the murder weapon. Kang, racing against time, searched Lee's home and found a photo of Lee with the man who delivered the package at the airport. In the background was a bridge. Kang located it and found a house where the same man lived, its walls adorned with photos of a schoolgirl. In prison, Kang confronted Lee. "Is it because of the trial?" he asked, memories stirring. Lee remained silent, his eyes burning with unspoken rage. Meanwhile, Min Seo-young realized Kang had tampered with evidence and prepared to arrest him. Kang confessed his daughter's kidnapping, explaining that if Lee were charged, he'd never see Hye-won again. Min Seo-young dug into a past case. A schoolgirl, gang-raped by boys from powerful families, had committed suicide after their acquittal. The witness, Yoon-ah, had testified, but Kang's forensic report deemed the intercourse consensual, freeing the perpetrators. Meeting Lee, Min Seo-young defended Kang, saying he only did his job based on evidence. Lee's bitter response chilled her. You can try to forget your past, but you can never erase it. He handed her his walking stick, claiming it was the murder weapon. Kang, desperate to shift blame, obtained semen from Byung-do, a frequent companion of Yuna's, through her friend. In the autopsy room, he planted Byung-do's semen in Yuna's body, fabricating a new suspect. Memories of the trial resurfaced. Yuna had painted Lee's sister as a temptress who frequented boys, tarnishing her image. Kang, who is the forensic expert in the case, testifies that there were no signs of forceful sex. The defendant's attorney interprets it as consensual sex, thus leading to the release of the three suspects and leaving agony to Lee Seong family. Back in the present, Lee retracted his confession, denying Yuna's murder. The police cited the walking stick as evidence, but Kang had suggested Lee hand it over as a diversion. Lee smirked. I'm not the only one who uses a stick like that. Any evidence linking me? The ploy worked. The stick bore no conclusive proof. Kang's autopsy report, suggesting rape with Byung-do's semen, led to Byung-do's arrest and Lee's release. Kang followed Lee, sensing a trap. At the hospital, Min Seo-young's colleague revealed 2 autopsy reports from the rape case. Kang's testimony claimed consensual sex, but another report noted the victim's body was too damaged to determine the truth. The defendants had since died mysteriously, 2 in a car accident, 1 in a club fire, all unsolved. Yuna, the witness, was now the victim, and Kang was next. Tracking Lee to the house near the bridge, Kang confronted him. Lee's rage erupted, accusing Kang of branding his sister a whore. Kang pleaded for Hae-won, revealing her battle with a rare genetic disorder that killed his wife. The costly treatments had driven him to falsify his testimony. Kang's colleague contended that the absence of semen in the victim's vagina meant there was no basis to dispute the defendant's claims. Kang countered that the prolonged submersion of the body in water likely washed away any semen, but reluctantly conceded due to the lack of definitive evidence. This led to the release of the accused. Lee admitted his hatred had festered like cancer after her suicide. Kang begged for Hae-won's life, but Lee sneered, "It's too late." A brutal fight ensued. Lee revealed Hae-won was at the house by the embankment. Lee kidnapped Kang's daughter, Hae-won, the moment she landed in South Korea. And the body Kang autopsied? It wasn't Yuna, it was Hae-won. Lee swapped the bodies to torment Kang, making him unknowingly dissect his own daughter. This reveal is devastating. Lee's plan was never to escape. He wanted Kang to suffer, to feel the same pain he felt losing Soo-jin. Lee taunted Kang. Painful, isn't it? See what you did to your daughter. Painful memories hurt more than the heart. You will live the rest of your life in that pain. He revealed Hae-won's last words. Her father would never forgive him. Kang, sobbing, said she had already suffered enough. Lee replied, "Don't be sad. The pain only begins now." In a final act, Kang killed Lee, collapsing in grief. This is what he wanted, he whispered. I can't forgive myself either. As the river flows on, it carries a final truth, spoken in the silence of their choices. Death is swift, but forgiveness is harder. It demands a lifetime of wrestling with pain to let go. Thanks for joining me on this haunting journey. What moment cut you deepest? Share it in the comments. If this recap gripped you, hit that like button, subscribe, and tap the bell for more tales like this.